So the message today, he is able. You know, God is able. He's able, the Lord is able to deliver us from being a son to a saint. The saints are the ones that obey him and keep his commandments. He's able to deliver us from being a sinner to a saint, from curse to being blessed, to dead in sins and trespasses, to be saved by his grace. The Lord will deliver us from all of this. He delivers us from being sad to being happy. And a born-again Christian will become happy. You know, we go through these trials, still be happy always. He's able to make us, bring us from poor to rich. I'm talking about spiritually rich. That's the best riches to have. Spiritually, to be led by the Holy Spirit to do what pleases the Lord. Again, in today's message, he is able. Reading is coming from Christ's Other Lessons, page 234, paragraph 1. COL 234, paragraph 1. Tell the poor despondent ones who have gone astray that they need not despair. They don't have to be old. You might have gone astray and left, but you can get back. You just let the Lord take control of the reins. So no need to despair. It's as though they have erred and have not been building the right character. God has joy to restore them. He wants to restore us, to bring us back. We want to make up our minds, we want to get back. Even the joy of his salvation. He delights to take a parent of hopeless material, those through whom Satan has worked, and make them the subject of his grace. He rejoices to deliver them from the wrath, which is the fall upon the disobedient. So that's the only one, the wrath of God is going to fall upon the disobedient. So we don't have to be disobedient. All we have to do is practice being obedient. The Lord is able to take care of us. Now, would you turn me to the book of Psalms chapter 50? Psalms chapter 50. And we'll read verses 14 and 15. You so kindly follow along. It says, offer to God thanksgiving and pay their vows unto the Most High, and call upon me in the day of trouble. Who will we call upon in the day of trouble? The Lord. Amen. Call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee. He didn't say I might. The chances of you might be delivered, might not. He says, I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. So we have a lot to give God the glory for helping us to even have a mind and want to try to do what's right. You think about doing right things. Because the things of the earth seem so much more pleasant, and just so much more exciting until you live by the Holy Spirit. Ephesians chapter 3. Ephesians chapter 3 and verse 20. The Lord is able to make you a complete changed person. He can take you off of alcohol, off drugs. He'll take away all sin from us. Ephesians chapter 3 and verse 20. It says, now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. The Lord can do way more than we can imagine. We just let him take control, because we can't do it ourselves. We have to depend on him. But he can help us to overcome any downfall that we have. Anyway, we fall short. The Lord will take that from us. He is able. It's up to us. We let him take control of the reins. It's up to us. We have to make that own decision. He's not going to make us. But he wants us to. Let's go to the book of Exodus chapter 18. Exodus chapter 18, we're going to start at verse 14. It says, when Moses' father-in-law saw that he did to the people, all that he did to the people, he said, what is this thing that thou doest to thy people, to the people? Why sittest thou thyself alone, and all the people stand by thee from morning until evening? And Moses said unto his father-in-law, because the people come unto me to inquire of God. When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and another, and I do make them know the statutes of God and his laws. And Moses' father-in-law said to him, the thing that thou doest is not good. Thou wilt surely wear away both thou and this people that is with thee, for this thing is too heavy for thee. Thou art not able to perform it thyself alone. Hearken or listen now to my voice. I will give thee counsel. We all have to depend on God's counsel to do, to try to lead out in something. You don't depend on God, you can't make it on their own. I will give thee counsel, and God shall be with thee. Be thou for the people to God, that thou mayest bring the causes unto God. So all we have to do is bring it to the Lord. He is able. And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws, and shalt show them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do. So the Lord always will guide you in the right direction. We depend on him for our aid, for our help. He will deliver us. Jude is one chapter. Jude 1:24. Book of Jude, we know that's Revelation, that's before Revelation. Jude 1:24 says, now to him that is able to keep you from falling, and to present you faultless. There's going to be a blessing to be presented faultless. We know we all sin and come short of the glory of God. He's able to do that. Because he's going to throw those sins in the depths of the sea when you start walking upright. To keep you from falling, to present you faultless before the presence of this glory with exceeding joy. The Lord is beautiful when he's able. Anyone here that has anything that they just seen that they just can't overcome, can't get over, seem like it's so hard, turn it over to the Lord. He'll handle it no matter what problem it is. And we all have faults. We all come short of the glory of God. But the Lord will handle it. He is able to deliver us from anything. You might have a mean streak. You may have sticky fingers. With the feet. All different ones have their different problems, but it seems like it's just so hard to overcome. Just about everyone has that appetite problem. That's the main thing. You can overcome appetite, it'll help you overcome everything. That's the main thing. That appetite, you get that appetite right, and you can think clearer, especially on spiritual things. Try it, you'll like it. And we're going to go to Jeremiah chapter 32. I know he's able, because with the things he's done for me, the changes he's made in my life. And I know I'm not perfect, none of us here are, but we should be working for perfection. But he's taking some, still got some things I need to overcome, but the Lord has taken some things for me that I know I could have done it on my own. But you know you're too hot-headed, too quick-tempered. And then you want to retaliate on some things. The Lord help you overcome all of this. If the Lord's not in it, let's don't do it. But he did this to me, or she did this, I got to show him who they're messing with. The devil really used that on you. He used that on just about everybody. So you got to pray the Lord to take it away. You take it away. You take away any evil thoughts, any revengeful thoughts that you have, the Lord will take it away. I know that. I never started nothing, but I grew up on revenge. You did me some kind of way. I got to get out of here. I'm coming. Don't do that to me. You should have done it. But the Lord changed all that and put up with some stuff that I usually couldn't do before I knew the Lord. Couldn't have to do it. I know it's him that did it. You know, that stuff be in your heart, that's just you, that's just your character. Mean things. Okay, Jeremiah 32, verse 17. All scripture is beautiful, but I thank God for this one right here. Jeremiah 32, 17 says, Our Lord God, behold, thou hast made the heaven and the earth by thy great power and stretched out arm, and there's nothing too hard for thee. Nothing too hard. The Lord can change your character. If you have a wicked character, but that's the only thing we're going to take to the kingdom is our character. Nothing too hard for him. He can help you overcome it. You know, you can overcome it. Mean speak, but revenge will speak. Appetite and everything else. The Lord help us to overcome it. It says, without me, you can do nothing. We do all things through Christ who is strengthening us. We need his strength because we're weak. Without him, we're weak. Weak as poor. Let's go to Christ's Topic Lessons, page 171. Paragraph 1. See over here. Christ's Topic Lessons, 171. Paragraph 1. The character of the judge in the parable who feared not God, nor regarded man, was presented by Christ to show the kind of judgment that was then being executed that would soon be witnessed at his trial. He desires his people in all time to realize how little dependence can be placed on earthly rulers or judges in the day of adversity. You can't depend on them on what account rank they got. You can't depend on the pastor, the elder. We have to depend on ourselves, getting ourselves right with God. It says he desires his people in all time to realize his people. Now, how we become Christ's people is obey him and keep his commandments. That's how we become his people, because we're not you children of the devil. We're the devil's people. And he's got a world, almost the whole world. He's got more children than anybody. He desires his people in all time to realize how little dependence can be placed on earthly rulers and judges in the day of adversity. Often, the elect people of God have to stand before men, the chosen people, in official positions who do not make the will of God their guide and counselor, but to follow their own unconsecrated, undisciplined impulses. Now, who want to follow somebody like that? It says, in the parable of the unjust judge, Christ has shown what we should do. Shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him? Are we crying day and night? It's the time to be. I mean, always time to be crying, but really now more than ever, because the devil is coming down with great wrath. This time is short. He's knocking out right and left, especially working in the church, in God's church. Christ is our example. Christ, our example, did nothing to vindicate or deliver himself. He committed his case to God. He gave it to God. Okay, I don't take care of ourselves. We have to put it in the hands of the Lord. So his followers are not to accuse or to condemn or to resort to force in order to deliver themselves. See right there, when you no force, we can't take it in our own hands. Put it in the hands of the Lord. He will deliver you. He will deliver us. When trials arise that seem unexplainable, we should not allow our peace to be spoiled. Now, anything we don't want to do, get your conscience down here, you're all sad and faithless. Because without faith, it is impossible to please God. You have the faith that you're going to wake up in the morning, don't you? You have the faith you're going to be able to walk out to your car and that your car is going to start and going to be able to go where you want to go. And this might not always happen. Many times people went out and been dead batteries. They might have gotten up the light on. In case of somebody stolen the battery. What kind of situation? No guarantee. If you have the faith that it is. We destroy our own confidence in God and grieve the Holy Spirit. There by our side a witness, a heavenly messenger, who will look up for us and stand against the enemy. He will shut us in with the bright beams of the sun of righteousness. Beyond this, Satan cannot penetrate. He cannot pass his shield of holy light. God, for the protection, the shield he puts around us. The devil is trying his best to get us back in darkness. He's trying to get us to go over the deep end. He hates us. He hates everybody anyway, but when you start obeying God, he really hates you with a passion. He really, really gets offended. Because he knows the chance of you getting somebody else to accept the truth. And God is able. He's with us. When you go out and witness, the devil tries to make you shame or embarrassed, to tell somebody, or either pass out a book. That's the devil. All they might not want is don't be chicken when it comes to doing the work for the Lord. He's able, because you can give it to somebody and they might throw it away. Somebody else come along and pick it up. Still as a saved soul, you might go on to somebody else and do this book. While the world is progressing in wickedness, if we want to progress in wickedness, there's no progress at all, really. But you headed down, sinking deeper and deeper. Progressing in wickedness, none of us need flatter ourselves that we should have no difficulties. But it is these very difficulties that bring us into the audience chamber of the Most High. We may seek counsel of one who is infinite to wisdom. So no difficulty that the Lord can't handle. Nothing is too hard for the Lord. The Lord says, call upon me in the day of trouble. He invites us to present our perplexities and necessities and our need of divine help. He bids us be instant in prayer. What the word says, pray without ceasing. In season, out of season. As soon as difficulties arise, we are to offer to him our sincere, earnest petitions. And the Lord knows that you're sincere, you're just blowing out hot air. By our important prayers, we give evidence of our strong confidence in God. I mean, we just continue on to pray to the Lord. And don't give up. That's like the important widow. The sense of our need leads us to pray earnestly, and our Heavenly Father is moved by our supplications. So, saints, let's pray without ceasing. And let's be more faithful when it comes to the Lord. He'll answer our prayer. He knows when you are sincere. Let's go to Daniel chapter 6. And the people that you're around, like I use myself for example, people I have been working with for years on the job. When the Holy Spirit started working with me, they saw it. They were stunned. They were amazed. Because they saw a big turnaround. And I know it's just the Lord did it, because He's able. He changes your heart, He changes your actions, He changes everything for us. He'll do it. Someone look back at some of the things that the other one did. It was, I don't believe he used to be like that. When he was now, holding up the standards and walking upright. Man, he did that. But the only one to bring that back up is the devil. He'll try to bring stuff back up and point at them and say, he's not worthy. But that's just the devil. The Lord is able to handle everything. Okay, Daniel 6:19. We know the situation about Daniel in the lion's den. The king didn't really want to put Daniel in there, but they tricked him into making a decree. And he had to go along with it. But he had the faith that Daniel was going to be okay. The king, he says, then the king arose very early in the morning and went in haste into the den of lions. When he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. The king felt that Daniel was the Lord was going to take care of him, because he knew how he walked upright, how he handled himself. If you really was a faithful Christian, he had the faith. But a lamentable voice unto Daniel, and the king spake and said to Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living God, is thy God, whom thou servest continually. Because he knew that Daniel was going to serve him no matter what. The Lord's going to take care of him. Able to deliver thee from the lions? Then said Daniel to the king, O king, live forever. My God has sent his angel and has shut the lions' mouths, that they have not hurt me. For as much as before him innocent was found in me, and also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt. The Lord took care of Daniel, took care of Joseph, he took care of Nebuchadnezzar. He had to change your heart. That he had to eat grass for 7 years, but he came to the senses. The Lord is able to deliver anybody, no matter how puffed up and proud. Because Nebuchadnezzar, he was over the whole world at that time. He ruled the whole world. He was up there. And pride was hard to take the Holy Spirit for you to let go of that pride. So you're a proud person, you're not going to just overnight just give it up. Over the years, you're not going to give up no pride. Unless the Lord comes, the Holy Spirit comes here and starts working with you. One way. You're somebody to be looked up to, you're not going to take the Holy Spirit. Solomon, after he did all he did, more than anybody else would ever do, as the man ever was, he failed, he just did everything under the sun. But he came to his senses, fear God, and keep his commandments. But this is the whole duty of God. And nobody but go do the man. You know, nobody but the Lord is able to make help a person change, make a change of heart, especially when they've been proud and puffed up. And some people they give them a job and they just have one little person working up under them. All they get beside themselves, they think they're something. Yeah, the guy that used to work with us, he really wasn't a supervisor, but when the supervisor be gone, he would stand in his place. Or he let them went to his head, where he was just proud and puffed up, he was a different person. Sitting there, one day he was sitting there, because all the bosses were gone, he said he went in the little trailer with the boss's office, because the boss that was over him wasn't there that day. Sitting up there seeing like yesterday, sitting up there with his boots propped up. He didn't have on his work shoes, he had his cowboy boots propped up on the desk. Boy, when the big wheels came, that chance he came back there, he saw him just in time coming down the window, back, see them boots coming off that table, where he jumped up. It was, oh man, he supposed to be the big chief, you know that? When he saw the big man come, when he was changed. Okay, gotta read Daniel 6, now we're going to the book of Acts, chapter 20. Acts chapter 20, and we'll start at verse 26. Wherefore I take you to record this day that I am pure from the blood of all men. Everybody really did their part. It was Paul and witnesses. He went through some stuff. I mean, he really went through some trials. He held steadfast. And he was ready for death. He knew he had served the Lord aright. He knew where he was going to have a crown of life. For I have not shunned or hesitated to declare to you all the counsel of God. He did his part. He said, take heed, therefore, to yourselves and to all the flock over which the Holy Ghost has made you overseers, to feed the church of God, which he hath purchased with his own blood. We should remember as we teach the word that Christ sacrificed his life and shed his blood for them, for every soul. So we should hesitate to strive to draw those people to the truth. For I know this, that out of my departed shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock. Paul knew because he studied too. He studied the words of that video. He knows what's going to happen. Also of your own selves shall men arise, right in the church, speaking perverse things to draw away disciples after them. Therefore watch and remember that by the space of 3 years I cease not to warn everyone night and day with tears. He really wanted people to be saved. He said with tears. And he knew how the devil was going to get to the majority. He still did his part. And therefore, brethren, I commend you to God and to the word of his grace, which is able to build you up. The Lord will build us up. We're down with nothing, but he'll build us up and make something out of us. Not that you let it go to your head. It's best to be called a Christian. And to give you an inheritance among all of them which are sanctified. The Lord gonna give us inheritance, eternal life. You're gonna have your own mansion. You don't have to pay no more rent. You don't have to pay no utility bill. You don't have to be worried where it's gonna come from. The Lord's gonna come through. Everything's gonna be all taken care of, all the ways. Now we go to the book of Romans, the 4th chapter. Thank God he is able. He will take nothing and turn it into something. Real sinners, a sinner is really nothing. A Christian is something bad. Okay, a child of God. Romans 4:19. And being not weak in faith, he considered not his own body, now dead, when he was about, we're talking about Abraham, about 100 years old, neither yet the deadness of Sarah's womb. So God was able to do anything. We know that they were too old, really too old for children, to have children. But the Lord said, when the Lord said that he would. He would be the father of many nations, many generations. It says, he staggered not at the promise of God. He didn't doubt through unbelief, but was strong in faith, giving glory to God. And that's what we get the glory to. The Lord delivered us from something we knew that we couldn't do it on our own. Give him the glory. And being fully persuaded what he had promised, he was able also to perform. Because the Lord cannot lie. He's able to see we're going to perform. He tell you you're going to do something, but you got to follow him. You got to do what he said do. You're not going to do it if you go contrary to what he said. You got to be. It takes obedience. It says, and therefore was imputed to him for righteousness. So we got to live, go by have righteousness by faith in the Lord, believe him, take him at his word. Have faith in him, don't doubt. Righteousness by faith. I have another reading to share that's coming from the Acts of Apostles. Acts of Apostles 241, paragraph 3. Acts of Apostles 241, paragraph 3. The preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness. Who is it foolishness to? Those that perish, the ones that are going to be lost. It's foolishness to them, that's why they can't go along with thus says the Lord. It's foolishness to them. That's to be a good, clear mind. Good, clear conscience. Really listen to the Holy Spirit. But unto us which are saved, it is the power of God. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. So don't think you be here beside yourself and think you got it all. You're so smart. If you're so dumb, you're not following thus said the Lord. God has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and God has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty, and base things of the world, and things which are despised has God chosen, yea, and things that are not, to bring to naught things that are. Men are the greatest scholars and statesmen, the world's most eminent men, will in these last days turn from the light, because the world by wisdom knows not God. Men are the scholars, statements they're going to turn from the light. It says, yet God's servants are to improve every opportunity to communicate the truth to these men. Don't give up on them, but to communicate, bring the truth to them. Some will acknowledge their ignorance of the things of God. Because some can't get that in their thick head, they think they know. You tell them something about the Lord, I know, I read my Bible, but they're not following God. Now they make an attempt because they read their Bible. And some can quote scripture real well, We're not living by none of them, or any of them. Yet God's servants are to improve every opportunity to communicate the truth to these men. Some will acknowledge their ignorance of the things of God and take their place as humble learners at the feet of the master teacher. Some will admit that I don't know nothing, I need some more. And he's able to deliver you. Don't get beside yourself to think you know so much. In every effort to reach the higher classes, the working for God needs strong faith. Strong faith. Can't be weak in the faith. It says, appearances may seem forbidding, but in the darkest hour, there's light above. In the darkest hour. And sometimes Satan try to get your conscience down because one little thing happened. And when you get all glum and offended and hurt, and you got the Lord who's able to get you, to deliver you out of that. It's not the end of the world at that moment, The Lord will take care of it because he's able. The spirit of those who love and serve God will be renewed day by day. And understanding the infinite is placed at their service, that in carrying out his purposes they may not err. Let these workers hold the beginning of their confidence firm unto the end, remembering that the light of God's truth is to shine amid the darkness that enshrouds our world. So we carry out the Lord's purpose, continue to carry out his purpose, then we won't err. Just don't let these things slip. The Lord has given us great light. Great light. All we got to do is don't get bored. Don't get bored of the truth. Some things you do, there's times, much I love to play ball and stuff, there's been times I got a little bored. Never want to get bored when it comes to this. Because it's true. People get bored with their mates if they are converted. I'm tired of her. I'm tired of him. Get bored with her. You better pray. Thank God I never get bored with my wife. I didn't get bored with her before we came in the truth, before we got married. I'm definitely not bored with her now. And you may have some ups and downs, everybody does. Sometimes everything won't be all peaches and cream every day. Sometimes the Lord will take care of you as long as you just stick with him. And don't let nobody stop you from loving your own mate. The devil is really using that. You know how the divorce rate is. More divorces, people get married sometime one day, and the next day, if I did know a guy, for sure that them girl that liked each other for a long time. They went together for a long time, they got married. 1 month, adios. Just 1 month. They weren't even going to church, saying, but the devil used church folk. And come in and put differences and make them want to separate or get divorced. Stick with the Lord. He's able to work it out. Because all things work together for good to them that love the Lord. In marriages and everything, and other situations. The Lord will handle it. It's only him. Some things you would run off if it wasn't for the Lord handling it. Some of this stuff that we do in the truth, man, I can't. You want to convert me? I can't deal with this. I can't do this. Not eat no flesh. Not drink no wine. Not smoke weed every now and again. But it's conversion. The Lord is able to handle these things for us. He's able to give you a change of heart toward your fellow man when you couldn't even stand to look at him. When you see him coming, you won't be in their presence. Now, you know that's the devil. True Christian loves everybody. Even if somebody crosses you, you still love them. Sometimes it seems like a lick is like a burden. Somebody says something that kind of offend you, but that's praise God, the Lord and handle it. Okay, now we're going to go to 1 Corinthians chapter 10, and the pianist can come, but we're going to close out with more scriptures. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 12 and 13. 1 Corinthians 10, 12 and 13. thinking he's standing, take heed lest he fall. Don't be thinking once saved, always saved. The old saying, once saved, always saved, said take heed. You think you're going to stand, then you're falling. It said, there has no temptation taking you with such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able. The Lord will help you overcoming these temptations. You're going to be tempted to. So, Lord, I got to do this. The Lord knows my heart. I can't help myself. The Lord goes away to escape any temptation. Who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it. So we can deal with this stuff down in this world for a little while longer, because the Lord's going to be getting us out of here soon. We're going to go to a place where there won't be any more words and stuff like this. No more words. Kills us life to be over with. Never going to come back up again. Never have to worry about being sad, mad. Not going to have any defects. So this is a testing ground. We can try to get over these things down here. And the Lord's able to help us to overcome them. 2 Timothy 3. Verse 12, always remember this, saints. 3:12 says, yea, and all that we live godly in Christ Jesus shall suffer persecution. It's not always in the same way, different strokes for different folks, as they say. But all going to suffer persecution to live godly when you're walking on right. If you're not going through no persecution, you better check yourself. Some of you not doing right pertaining to God. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But continue down the things which thou hast learned. Let's continue this what we learn from God's word and the spirit of prophecy. Which thou hast learned, and been assured of knowing of whom thou hast learned them. And that from a child thou hast known the Holy Scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Christ Jesus. The Holy Scriptures, thus says the Lord, make us wise unto salvation. 1 Timothy chapter 2. And then I will have one more scripture after that. 1 Timothy 2:3 says, but this is good and acceptable in the sight of God, our Savior. We want to be acceptable to God, amen. Who will help all men to be saved and to come into the knowledge of the truth. And He is able. He's able to save us. We have to come to the knowledge of the truth and walk therein. There's scripture. Judges chapter 10. Judges chapter 10, verse 10. Judges 10:10. It says, and the children of Israel cried unto the Lord, saying, we have sinned against thee, both because we have forsaken our God and also served Baalim. And the Lord said unto the children of Israel, did not I deliver you from the Egyptians, and from the Amorites, from the children of Ammon, and from the Philistines, the Zidonians also, and the Amalekites, and the Meunites did oppress you, when you cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hand. For the Lord is able. He will deliver us from sin. Yet ye have forsaken me. Even the Lord done all this for them. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Now we don't want to get in this situation. The Lord not deliver us anymore. Because He is able. God, go and cry to the gods which you have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. And the children of Israel said unto the Lord, we have sinned. Do thou unto us whatsoever seemeth good unto thee. Deliver us only, we pray thee this day. And they put away the strange gods. And that's what we got to do. We got to put away sin from us. And the Lord is able to take care of us then. From among them, and served the Lord, and his soul was grieved for the misery of Israel. So we put away these gods, these things that hang our hang-ups, our downfalls, our shortcomings. The Lord is able to accept us into his kingdom. So let's hold steadfast and don't let go of the best thing ever could have happened to you, which is to come into the truth. So let's walk upright from now on.